Hello and welcome to Animated Revolution, where bad cartoons go back where they came from. It's Christmas! Or at least Christmas month. This is how it works here. Every December, I will sit here in front of the camera and review animated Christmas movies, these animated Christmas specials, animated TV shows with Christmas episodes, etc. And we're kicking off this year with DreamWorks' Kung Fu Panda and a holiday special. Do I even need to explain what Kung Fu Panda is? Well, if I do, stop living in that enormous chasm beneath the Earth's surface! Well, Kung Fu Panda is a CGI Kung Fu movie made by DreamWorks Animation about a panda who is taught Kung Fu and saves furry China. That's all I'm going to give you right now, because I shouldn't need to give you any more about it. Naturally, it was a hit and is one of the greatest Kung Fu movies ever, second only to one movie, Kung Fu Panda 2. And because we are here today, this month, there was a Christmas special released based in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, with the 2 movies and 4 others planned, the TV series, and the other specials, most of which I plan to review in the future. So, without further hesitation, let us awesomely gaze upon the awesomeness that is Kung Fu Panda Holiday.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
We begin the episode, this kind of animation of the week. I'm not exactly sure how to explain this animation. And we see Po and his dad, Mr. Ping, chopping up vegetables to make, I think, their secret ingredient noodle soup. But then we find out that it's a dream, which honestly should have been obvious. And it takes a really strange turn when a giant Tai Lung comes in, and then Po turns giant, and yeah, let's skip it. Then Mr. Ping wakes up, and we get to see just how beautiful the animation is. Then we cut to the kitchen, and we find out that they aren't preparing for Christmas, but what they call Winter Festival. Which is actually a pretty good move, because while I myself am a Christmas nut, not everybody celebrates Christmas. And by the way, atheists, Christmas was our holiday first, created to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. It's like trying to make Halloween not a holiday about monsters or candy. So just shut up about it, alright? Shifu comes in to talk to Po about hosting what is called the Winter Feast at the Jade Palace, which is apparently when all the Kung Fu masters from each school of Kung Fu gather together to feast.
And they'll feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, 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 feast.
Because it's his duty now, and he's the Dragon Warrior.
Stop. This is the Winter Feast. It is perfection. Always elegant, always formal.
I'm no expert on perfection, well, mainly because there's no such thing as an expert on perfection, but I'm pretty sure that there's no such thing as perfect in this world. Wait, you're not on this world. But the rule still applies. So Po goes to fight bandits with the Furious Five, and while they fight, they talk about the Winter Feast, and Po tells them that he's hosting, surprising even the bandits enough to force them to stop.
What? Wouldn't be my choice.
What? Later at the Jade Palace, Po learns that hosting the dinner party might be harder than he thought.
There are 18 gestures you must memorize for the right hand, 19 for the left.
19 for the right, 19, 18 for the left.
This is Feng, the palace artist. He will do your official portrait.
Please to me.
These instructions must be executed to the letter. Guard these scrolls containing the ancient recipes. Flake jasmine, never ground. Tapestries form one half for chopsticks. Elegant. Old traditional greeting of the masters. Magnificent. Golden ladle.
What?
I am sorry.
And now Poe is even more bummed out because he realizes that if he's going to host this feast, he can't spend it with his dad. Later, Poe is at a taste testing for all the chefs in China to see which one will prepare the food for the winter feast.
Chef Woha of the Heilongjiang province.
Sir, it is a privilege for me and the citizens of my village to be considered for this great...
Hey.
What just happened?
Well, as host of the festival, every gesture of yours has meaning. You just gave him the ancient Honshu wave of dismissal.
Trust me, this will be important later on. Then Poe has the idea of giving the position to his dad so that he can spend the holiday with him, which his dad unfortunately declines. And then the bunny shows up again.
Awesome, a real chef. Listen, I know we got off to kind of a rocky start, what with me shaming you and your village for all eternity and whatnot, but if you could start dicing those carrots...
I am not here to dice carrots. I am here to fight you.
Huh?
The only way I can lift the veil of shame is to fight the dragon warrior. Surely I will die, but it will restore my honor.
What are you doing? Ow, come on, I don't want to hurt you. Look, Bunny.
I'm pretty sure that as the dragon warrior, Poe can find some way of relieving the dishonor that was placed upon you and your village. Especially if you cook. And then we get a montage of things going wrong in a strange way.
Of course, he's never here when you need him.
Poe? The vocalist for the...
This is an embarrassment.
Poe? Hi, we'd like to...
We're not open yet!
Then Poe gets another brilliant idea, one that actually seems to work, and that is to ask the Furious Five for help. But when Poe goes out to get flaked jasmine instead of ground jasmine, and after falling down the stairs for the umpteenth time in this franchise, he sees what he's given up.
Of course, I'd never miss it. Here you go.
Thanks, Daddy.
Darn you, flaked jasmine. And once again you have shown us that we do have souls. Cut back to the Jade Palace dining hall where all the Kung Fu schools have gathered together. Shifu is happy, but Poe is sad, and all because of the flaked jasmine situation. Then everyone, for some reason, starts doing what Poe's doing.
The Creed of the Masters is amazing. It's like the coolest creed ever.
I beg to differ. Then Poe decides that he can't go through with this, not if it means feeling guilty for his dad.
Be a good son.
Flaked jasmine! So Poe leaves to be with his dad, and then everyone, except Shifu, reminisces about their good winter festival memories.
Oh, I used to love cooking with my sisters.
The folk dances.
The games, the music.
Whoa, wait. What about our traditions?
Then we get a pretty cool cooking montage with Poe and Mr. King. And then everyone shows up, and I mean everyone. Even the bunny chef problem gets resolved.
Master Wohop, I believe this belongs to you.
The golden ladle? Oh.
Then Shifu shows up and realizes that his little ceremony wasn't perfect, and that this is just before Poe decides to join them, and they all have a happy holiday.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Watch out, little one.
You said you weren't an expert on perfection.
Well, you don't need to be an expert on perfection to know that spending the holiday season with your friends and family is what makes the season truly perfect and wonderful.
Happy holidays.
And in the end, what is the holiday season but a season to be jolly and spend with your loved ones? Christmas lasts but a single day a year, but the holidays last an entire season. And Kung Fu Panda Holiday truly exemplifies the true meaning of Christmas, with excellent voice acting, wonderful animation, fabulous humor, visually delicious Kung Fu sequences, and amazing storytelling, not to mention a good and age-old theme of professional duty versus personal duty. Christmas here at Animated Revolution has only just begun, and I will see you in 2 weeks with Justice League Comfort and Joy. So what are you still doing here? Go! Be with your family.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping